I was driving to the gym today, I usually take this back road to get to the gym, and it crosses a little bit of bad neighborhoods, I guess. And the homes there, they're not too bad, but it's about $200,000 homes, so it's nothing crazy. But whenever I go to the gym, I've always been running into this Lamborghini sitting right outside one of those houses. And I mean, a Lamborghini is like a $300,000 car, and those houses it easily surpasses that in value. So I mean, I know this guy, it's Christmas time, so he's probably at home with his family. But seeing that Lamborghini every single day, going on my way to the gym, it just makes me, like, one, realize that it's reality. What I want and desire in life is reality. It's not some figment of my imagination. It's a real thing. And two, it makes me angry. It makes me angry that someone else has what I want. And what am I doing about that? That's why I never want to stop what I'm doing right now. I want to be consistent, because I know the more consistent I can get, the closer I can get to that state. And I'm not saying that I got to compare myself to others, because that's how you how you continue just to be non-satisfied with yourself, because you're comparing yourself to others. But if you compare yourself to your future self, your desired state, because I ask myself at the end of the day, am I living in congruency with my future self? Every single day I ask myself that. And you want to do it like that, because I'm not satisfied with my current state right now. This is obviously not a Lambo. So I have some work to do. And I know being consistent day after day and just showing up, even on days where I just don't feel like it. Like this week, it's been a tough week for me. Like, I don't want to be consistent in the gym. I don't feel like showing up every day, but I know, like, no matter how I feel, I have to get it done, because I know the desired state that I want to reach, and I can't do that by just half-assing my way there. I can't be doing that by just showing up on the days I feel like it. It has to be consistent day after day. And that's where people mess up, is that they just want to go with their feelings. They want to listen to their self telling them, oh, you worked too hard today. But you have to show up every day. That's the thing that I'm trying to drive home here. You have to show up every single day, no matter how you feel. Like waking up at 4:15 today, like I didn't sleep that great. I strained myself really heavy yesterday. I had a back day, and I'm still recovering from that. But I still got my active recovery in. It's little things like that where my body's telling me, not my body, but my head is telling me I don't want to go. I don't want to wake up at 4:15. I don't want to go out and do my 50 push-ups, which I posted on my Instagram story, by the way. But regardless of how I feel, I'm still showing up and getting the work done. That's how you get to that desired state. That's more than likely how that person driving that Lambo that I drive past every single day got to where they got. And like, it's surreal to me that definitely a feeling of accomplishment for that guy is that he can take that Lamborghini back to his probably home with his family, and it's a $300,000 car, and his car is easily worth more than the house. That's a feeling of accomplishment that I want to feel for myself. And again, I don't want to compare myself to others here, but I see it as a motivation, and it gets me angry inside, because you have to have that flame, that fire inside of you to take action. Like, if I'm not motivated all the time, I'll be honest. Like, it's been like weeks on weeks where I just don't have any motivation, but I know that I still have to show up. But it's really just about showing up and being consistent. And you see all these people online, like, I get it. Scrolling through social media, you see Lambos, Ferraris, you see penthouses in Miami, penthouses in Dubai. Like, it seems like it's not reality. You seem like that's their lifestyle. That's the celebrity lifestyle. That's the rich person lifestyle. I can't get that. I'm just gonna be normal. But it doesn't have to be like that. Like, you have to realize that whatever you think about up here becomes your reality. If you think about nothing, you become nothing. And people don't realize that you have to influence your mind to get that higher standard, because you're always going to be at your standard. You're never going to live above your standards. So set high standards for yourself. And you have to meet those standards every single day. You have to live by excellence every single day to your standards. That might be different from mine. Yours might be high, yours might be lower. I know what I want in life, and I'm hitting those standards every single day. I'm living congruent with my future self because that's who I desire to be. That's what's in my head right there. That's the subconscious mind. Like, I'm speaking through Earl Nightingale. I've been listening to hours and hours of his voice talking about the subconscious mind, the strangest secret. And if you haven't watched that audio, please watch that audio. It's life-changing to the least. But what he talks about is you can influence your subconscious mind because that is the navigation in our life. It's what we think about. So if you start influencing it towards things that you want and you desire in life, and you continually pursue that goal, where are you gonna end up? You can't think in immediate terms. You can't think, I want to get it by this year. Like, it takes time, obviously. Like, you have to give yourself time to not only work towards that goal, but also develop yourself, because your business will never outgrow your own personal self-development. Never. So that's why personal development is so important, because you are the captain of your ship. Like, if you were, let's say, for example, there's a story that I continually hear about goal setting, and it's that you can have the best crew, the best ship, but if you don't know where you're going, you're just going to end up lost somewhere. So you have to know where you're going. You have to, because otherwise you're just going to be wandering throughout life. And reality is that most people do that. They end up at 30 without knowing how the hell they got there. Just subconsciously going throughout life and not realizing what they're doing, not realizing that they can think about what they want and they can pursue that goal through action. It's taking immediate action. You can't just have that idea sit in the back of your head. You have to take action on that. If you have an idea of opening up a restaurant somewhere, don't just think about it. Put it into action. Even though that timing might not be right now, put it in action for when it is right. Because that's when people mess up, is that they have this good idea in their head. One, they don't capture it, because you have to capture the ideas that resonate most with you and come from your subconscious mind. That's when some of your best ideas come from. But people, they don't capture those ideas. They just let it sit in their subconscious mind and it's just gone. They continue working the job they don't want to work. They continue living the life they don't want for themselves or their family. But brother, you gotta realize that you can influence where you want to get in life just by thinking about it. Like, that's the strangest secret. That's what Earl Nightingale talks about, is that you can influence your subconscious mind. And I'm saying this over and over again because this is factual information. You look up to any successful person and they started off just with an idea. Like, every successful entrepreneur you see online, they started off with an idea. They started from nothing. They started probably worse than the position you're in right now. People start at lower standards than you are right now, yet there's no reason, no excuse you can really make that makes it okay for you not to succeed.